What if I told you most project managers don't even manage projects? I know. That sounds insane, right? But the truth is, real project management isn't about bossing people around, giving orders, or tracking deadlines. I'm Kaylin Harris, a strategic project manager and business strategist. I have trained over 30 individuals to become project managers and over 300 on project management tools and processes. So, if you're looking to grow in project management, you're in the right place. Today, I'm breaking down what project managers really do and what separates someone who just tracks tasks from somebody that is a true leader. And it starts with being a servant leader. I love the scripture, Matthew 20, verse 26 through 27. Whoever wants to be a leader among you must be your servant. Real project management isn't about control, it's about servant leadership. And so that's the first thing. You're not necessarily managing people from above, but you're guiding those right beside you. This is something that I learned early in my career when I first started managing projects. I thought leadership meant being the loudest voice in the room, but over time, I learned that the loudest voice isn't always the most effective one. The best results came when I slowed down and asked the question, how can I help you? That simple shift changed everything for me. I actually spent a few weeks just trying to understand what exactly a servant leader is. This is someone who is holding people accountable, building trust, and helping them grow. Most of the time, what teams need or projects need isn't just structure, it's personal development within the project team. Sometimes I'm not managing the project, I'm actually helping people manage themselves. The second thing that project managers actually do is see the bigger picture. A project manager sits outside of the actual execution so that they can see everything that's going on around them. I remember while I was working on a rebranding project, the marketing team was focused on getting everything perfect. The design's perfect, the font perfect, but the target kept moving. While the team kept making changes, the budget started to increase and the timeline got longer and longer and longer. I had to take a step back, zoom out, and remind everybody that the goal wasn't to be perfect. It was a better customer experience. That's the power of being the neutral voice in the room. While other members of the team are deep into their tasks, you're the one keeping everyone aligned to the big picture, whether that's creating your charter, bringing everyone back to the timeline, calling out those dependencies, goals, and outcomes. You act as a neutral party. I love throwing around the neutral word personally, but being neutral allows you to be more self-aware and not there to impress everybody. You're just there to make sure that everyone else is succeeding. Sometimes I like to call this as being the invisible hand. So once you start seeing the full picture, your next role as a project manager is to make sure your team can move without you. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. We track tasks, but a successful project manager teaches people how to track their own. Would your project survive if you went on vacation for a week? Be honest. Because for me, maybe some of my teams will be fine, but I know one team in particular that would probably not do any work at all. A great project manager doesn't make the team dependent, they make their team capable of doing it all on their own. You are the one that creates systems, you create the templates and a rhythm that will allow the team to manage their own workflow. Success as a project manager is when the team no longer needs you to keep the project moving. When I onboard new project managers, I always say, if you go on vacation and your project collapses, you didn't build a team, you built a dependency. One of my favorite parts of this role is teaching others to run their own stand-ups, update Asana, and track their own work. That's leadership through empowerment. And empowerment doesn't stop within your team. It extends to everybody you communicate with. Project managers are what we call the bridge or the point of contact, or POC. You are the main point of contact between vendors, internal teams, and leadership. You are a relationship builder on all fronts. You have to build and nurture relationships, translate information as you receive it, and make sure that nothing gets lost between the cracks. And once everyone's on the same page, that's when you can ground the project into reality. Which brings me to my last point. Gather, interpret, and ground the vision in reality. Project managers collect data and details. We understand the full scope, the cost, and timing realistically. Most projects have super huge goals, but we as project managers see what can truly be achieved. Sometimes that goal is to finish a project in 3 months when we can realistically achieve it in 6. One time, I had a senior leader tell me, we need to launch this in 30 days. I knew immediately that this was not realistic for numerous reasons. But instead of saying no, I built a data-backed timeline showing what could be done. That transparency from the jump is what builds trust. The funny thing is, we went past that timeline anyways, but that's besides the point. A lot of people struggle with telling the truth about the health or goals of the project. But project managers really have to be strong at telling it like it is. Side note, always have data or facts to back up your reality. Whether it's building timelines in Asana or forecasting resources, you are the one to ensure that their big idea has a roadmap. We may not be the subject matter expert or the SME, is what we like to call it, but we're the ones that help the experts move together. And that's really the heart of what we do. So when people ask, what do project managers really do? It's simple. We serve people, we align goals, we teach, we connect. Sometimes we're somebody's therapist and we bring ideas to life. We're someone's calm in all of the chaos. If this gave you clarity or reminded you why you love this field, subscribe to my channel and check out my next video on the tools I use every day that you should too.